Hello, wonderful parents. Dr. Anna Cohen here. Today I want to share a little bit of parenting magic with you, win-win communication. This approach allows both you and your adolescent or young person to feel that you've maintained your ground and that you've gained something positive from your interactions, which leads to better outcomes and stronger relationships. There are 4 key elements of win-win communication. To create win-win conversations with your adolescent or young person, we need to integrate 4 crucial elements. The first is that we need to speak to their inherent goodness. Start by acknowledging the positive traits you see in them. This sets up a really supportive tone for the conversation. The second is to acknowledge their intention or the goal. By understanding and vocalising their goals, show you respect their perspectives and are engaged in their world. The third thing we need to do is calmly and very neutrally describe the issue. Present your concerns without emotional charge, and this will help to keep the conversation productive and focused. And lastly, we need to state the desired or the considerate behaviour. And we need to do this very clearly. We just need to clearly articulate what behaviour you'd like to see, framing it in a way that respects both yours and their needs. So it possibly would be helpful to explore what I mean here and to explore some common scenarios where you can employ win-win communication. Scenarios like being responsible and respectful, or balancing social and family time, or self-care, or managing risky behaviour. They're all common scenarios where parents often ask me questions about how to do this. So let's start with talking about how we could frame a conversation about being responsible and respectful. And I know some of you who follow me on social media will have heard this before, but one of the things I love to say to young people is a statement like, I love your confidence and how you express your thoughts. But when you correct your sister in public, I feel really upset. Do you have some ideas of how we could do this differently so you can speak your mind without putting her down? When we're wanting a young person to balance social and family time, we could say, you've always been such a good and committed friend, and I want you to have lots of time with your friends. But we need to find a balance between time with friends and family time. When we're encouraging self-care, we could say, I'm proud of how responsible you're becoming, and I'm also hearing you when you say that you're not tired at bedtime and that you really struggle to fall asleep before midnight. I don't want to bug you on this, but I want you to make your own decisions, but you need to get at least 9 hours of sleep. And if you're not getting that, then I'm going to need to make a bigger issue of this. It's important for your learning and it's important for your health that you get enough sleep. With managing risky behaviour, we could say things like, I think you make really great choices, and I don't want to offend you by saying this, and I know you'd never want to get into an argument with your friends and that you really trust them. But if one of your friends or their parents have been taking drugs or drinking and they're planning to drive, you need to stay out of that car, even if it means getting other people involved. You know that you can always call me or someone else you trust, but you're to never get in that car. The best strategy to enhance communication is to notice how your adolescent experiences you. Pay attention to your tone of voice, your facial expressions, and how your mood impacts your adolescent. Reflecting on how they perceive these interactions can help you adjust and improve your communication style. Some parents notice that they're short or critical or overly preoccupied with their commitments, their phone or their computer. When you start paying more attention to this, your natural tendency will be to balance your energy and activities more for their sake. I always say think like your adolescent, because by thinking like your adolescent, you'll enhance your ability to connect with them and notice when they're available and open to connecting with you. Make the most of opportunities And they might be the opportunities where your young person's unwell, or they're quiet, or they're feeling self-conscious or out of place at a social event. Take that opportunity to connect with them and make the most of their accessibility and tap into their sense of fun. We also want to avoid accidental punishments. Avoid the temptation to remind young people of their chores when they come out of their rooms, as it sends them their message that they should isolate themselves and stay away. Be mindful to keep it positive when they come out from their room or arrive home, and to avoid negative or repetitive conversations about chores. Try putting post-it notes on their bedroom door and reminding them of their commitment or their jobs that they've agreed to, so that face-to-face time can be spent engaging in more fun or interesting conversations. Win-win communication isn't just about maintaining harmony. It's about fostering respectful and mutual understanding between you and your young person. It allows you to tackle issues together and find solutions that work for both of you, enhancing the bond that you share. For more insights in how to effectively communicate with your teen or tween, you might like to visit the Better Parent Academy website and download my Small Changes, Big Impact course. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to strengthen your connection. You've got this. I wish you joy in your parenting.